What's good, y'all? Welcome to another episode. And damn, is it safe to say the Warriors dynasty is completely finished? Me personally, I think it might be. But let's talk about it. What's good, y'all? So, as y'all seen, the Heat versus the Warriors. This, by far, may have been the worst game that the Warriors have played together, like the core of the Warriors played together minus Draymond, in their entire career, realistically. Steph Curry, only 13 points. Klay Thompson, around the same. Everybody shot terrible. Terrible. Like, that was one of the worst shooting nights ever, right? Facing the Heat without Jimmy Butler. I think this is definitely a telltale sign that all of the outside noise is finally starting to get too loud for the Warriors, especially Steph Curry, which is the most important piece of the team. It's starting to get too loud. They never really been in this position before. They have to a degree, you know, once Steph Curry was hurt and stuff like that, but like not in this position with them relatively all healthy. They never been in this position before. They're like, damn, like what's really going on? And it's showing that Jordan Poole wasn't the only thing that needed to be moved. Draymond Green wasn't the only issue that needed to be addressed. This is way bigger than all of that stuff right now. And this is also a prime example as to having someone who's supposed to be the greatest person on your team, which that is Steph Curry by far. But it goes to show you when that person is not the leader of the team and the actual leader of the team is also the problem of the team, things just come falling down. Now, once they get rid of Draymond Green, which I believe they will after this season is complete, who's going to be the leader of the Warriors? You see what I'm saying? Who is going to be the leader? Because we know Steph Curry is not a vocal leader. He's somebody that leads with his game. You know, he leads with his game. He lets his game do the talking. He's not the vocal leader in the locker room. When they had Andre Iguodala, he was more the vocal leader mixed with a Draymond to a degree. See what I'm saying? Because he was the veteran. But once you get rid of Draymond Green, like, what do you have, realistically? Like, who's going to keep that team together? Steve Kerr? Doubt it. You see what I'm saying? If it was him, he would have been doing it already. And he tries to a degree, but he's not a player. So it's like he could only do so much, you see what I'm saying, from a coach's standpoint. And it's not even like they got super bad players. They just really are just not into it right now. And I feel as though it's finally wearing off on Curry. Now, I do believe he's going to have a crazy game next game once he comes out. I forgot who they playing, but whenever he comes out next, I do believe he's going to go crazy just because he knows this was a horrible, horrible showing for him, and he doesn't, you know, like to hang his hat on that. He's a superstar. Nobody does. Anybody that's on that level never wants to have two bad games in a row like that. You see what I'm saying? But I truly do believe the dynasty is over, and realistically, we got to have this conversation. Who killed the dynasty? I gotta say LeBron and the Lakers did. I really do. Which is so ironic because Bron had a quote unquote, it wasn't really a dynasty, but Bron was winning and up with the Heat. Warriors wasn't a thing at that point. Then they come out, they get together and they balling. And they took them out. You see what I'm saying? Well, the Spurs took the Heat out, but like once Bron got his team in Cleveland, all of that, they took them out. They got their ring. And then they got KD and they run this shit. So the Warriors was really looking like they was just going to get Bron out the league, honestly, because it's like, yo, bro, as long as we here, you can't win no more. And now, based on Bron's longevity, not only him staying here and still being around, he's still competing with them directly and saying, bro, I'm not finished. And to prove to you I'm not finished, which was last year in the playoffs, he beat him. You know, and of course he did have some help, Anthony Davis and, you know, Austin Reeves and stuff like that. But still, we all knew who was the main leader of that and who was the main focal point of that, all those victories, you see what I'm saying, which was Bron. So it's crazy when you look back at it like, damn, the person that y'all was taking out, destroying, that's older than y'all, who was running and reigning before y'all, comes back to actually take y'all out for good. That seems really crazy. So I really don't know what the Warriors are going to do now going forward. And remember I told y'all before the season started, once they added Chris Paul, I was out for good. Realistically, I was done. I was done with them. I didn't think they had any more upside after they made that move. Why? Everywhere Chris Paul goes, it all falls down. It's all recorded. It's all documented. You could take a look. Everywhere he goes, it all falls down. His closest point was the Rockets. Once they let the Warriors come back and win that, after I seen that series, I said, yo, fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, shame on you. It said you can't get fooled again. I'm not going with him. I'm betting against him every single chance I get. And as you see, it looks relatively real, right? Now, one can be said about the Lakers as well. Them struggling and, the Warriors not being too far off. They both struggling, right? But the Lakers do have a higher upside than the Warriors do at this moment. They just got to put things together, which I do believe they will before the season is up. But I do believe the Warriors actually have a realistic problem on their hands, and it's going to be very tough to fix because we know Steph Curry is not going anywhere. And if he's not going anywhere, who are you going to bring in that's going to rally the troops and make everybody come together and really get focused on playing the best basketball they can play? I don't know who that is, because as you've seen, you can add another great player to the Warriors, right? But if you have no leadership at all, nothing's going to work. So I'm curious to see what the Warriors do, what moves they make by the trade deadline and possibly after the season goes. But as I'm looking at it right now, it's almost like looking at a team deflated. It's almost like last year, the punch and all the other bullshit that happened. It was like that took a lot out of them, but they still fought through it. They like, nah, bro, we gonna fight through. Now it looks like it was a mixture of that, and then the shit that happened this year with Draymond. They like, bro, we did everything we could. Now we really just like, they look like dead out in the water. You see what I'm saying? They really look like, bro, they gave it all they got, and they're finally like really gassing out. Like, damn, bro, I really don't got it no more. Like, I'm tired, bro. This shit is too much for me to deal with at this moment. And again, I'm not gonna call them like saying they done completely. I won't say that. I do believe the dynasty is over, which is who they won the championship with. I do believe the main core of the dynasty is done, because who knows if Klay Thompson's going to be in that team after the season is up as well. But again, I don't know who's going to come in to really flip this around. It's really going to be a sight to see. Whereas for the Lakers, they could bring another bigger piece that could turn that around, or maybe another role player, which I doubt. I don't think a role player could turn that around. But they would need another big piece that could turn it around. I think that DeRozan on the Lakers can make a huge difference. You see what I'm saying? They don't need too much. They just need something good enough that's consistent. The Warriors, they need a lot more. They need a leader, a vocal leader. You see what I'm saying? They need somebody else that can also carry the load offensively. That's also a threat. And they need a little more defense as well on the perimeter, and they just need more consistency as well. So we'll see how it goes, but y'all let me know what y'all think. Do y'all think the dynasty is completely finished? Is it safe to say that the dynasty is done right now, or do you believe they got a couple more tricks up their sleeve by the deadline and they're gonna figure something out without trading their core away? Now, if they do trade their core away, do you still think the Warriors gonna spin the block and start winning and possibly get back to the finals again, or is that time done? Y'all let me know. Get in the comment section below. Once again, if y'all like this video, make sure you share, make sure you subscribe, and just like that, I'm gone. Peace.